Greetings, parents, families, friends, members of the Beverly community, and our amazing graduates of the class of 2020. I am honored to have the opportunity today to join you as you celebrate your graduation from Beverly High School. For the past 13 years, you have been on a journey that culminates in the rite of passage, receiving your high school diploma and bridging over into the world of adulthood, and with it, the chance to make decisions for yourself and take responsibility for your life choices. But make no bones about it, no class in recent history has been asked to cross that bridge at the warp speed that you have been asked to do it. For many of you, this past year, prior to March 13th and the closure of schools, time was spent planning what you would do after graduation. Many of these plans included heading off to college in the fall or joining the military, while for others, it meant a plan to enter the workforce, either full-time or while you attended a local college. Others even planned to take a gap year and explore the world around us. And then, without warning and through no fault of your own, the pandemic hit and we were thrown into a world of uncertainty. No longer were those plans a given, and most of you were forced to reimagine so many things about the coming months and year. First was the disappointment that the last 2 months of your high school career would not involve so many of the activities and events that you had been dreaming of. Then, the realization that this crisis was not going to have an easy or immediate fix, and that returning to some semblance of socialization and carefree existence was going to be tough for all of us. While it was painful to lose the special experiences that you all had to sacrifice, I hope today to talk with you, not of loss, but of opportunity. Yes, I do believe that within all the challenges we and you have had to endure these past months, there are truly opportunities that have arisen as the result of the world being turned upside down. One opportunity that many of us shared was the chance to spend an inordinate amount of time, quality time, with our families. Okay, you may actually perceive that this has been more of an opportunity for your parents than for yourselves, but I promise someday, in the long run, you will think about those long days and nights, those puzzles and games, those walks, the Netflix marathon, and yes, even the yard work, with fondness and hopefully a new understanding of the value of time with family. The quarantine also offered us a chance to reflect, whether we did it purposely, consciously, or because we were out of other options. Reflection comes when we have the time to devote to serious thought and consideration, and this pandemic has certainly afforded us plenty of that. Whether you used your time to reflect on your future, your connections with others, or your role in the greater community, I hope that you continue this practice of reflection as there is much for us to reflect upon in our world today. I want to take a moment or two to dig into some of the areas that filled my reflection time and ask that you join me in the coming weeks and months reflecting upon some of these important issues that require our attention. One thing this pandemic has exposed are some of the deep-seated problems that exist in our world today. How many of you have, as the result of this crisis, developed an increased awareness of some of these problems? Massive economic inequalities, racial disparities, and a lack of basic health care for people who need it. These are some very big ideas, but I ask for you to think about them. And it seems that these issues are not being addressed very well by those of us in charge. Here lies your second opportunity. In all of this uncertainty, how will you respond? I have heard from some folks that we should not put too much pressure on all of you and charge you with the responsibility and leadership to help the world emerge from this crisis. Indeed, you have suffered some great losses in the past few months. However, I believe that choice has already been made for us. If we are to emerge a better, stronger, more fair and just society, I believe that you can and will show us that you not only accept the responsibility, but you will be the generation that will lead us in a positive direction. Throughout history, whenever this country has faced challenges, it has been the new generation that emerges to bring hope, and change. And if it wasn't enough for us to reflect on the challenges of rebuilding after the current health crisis, the events of this past week have further exposed a naked truth about racial disparities in our country. Race and racism is a reality. If we hope to address it and create a society based on equality and opportunity, it will be up to all of us, black, white, everyone, to do, as Michelle Obama calls, the honest and uncomfortable work of rooting it out. So therein lies your third opportunity. The pandemic, and in particular, the unrest of this past week, has provided you the opportunity to join in the efforts to make this world a better place. Stand up for what is right and moral. Decide for yourself how and when you will use your newfound power and responsibility. We cannot simply talk about how senseless these events were. Words must become actions. If we simply spend the next few weeks talking about things because we are angry and then turn around and go back to normal like nothing happened, then nothing will change. Henry Turner, principal of the Newton North High School, challenged his school community to take action. Some initial steps he outlined were to reach out to people of color that you know and check in on them. Recognize and address your own bias. Condemn racism and racist acts in your daily life, and make your anger heard about this crisis. If this pandemic has truly provided us some new opportunities, please use them to set the world on a different, a better path. You are our future, and our future is certainly bright. As I used to say to some of you, even back in elementary school, you have the potential for greatness. Go out into the world, but always remember these 4 rules. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, take care of our community, and do your best work. Thank you, and I wish you the very best.